When Colombia legalized medical marijuana in 2016, entrepreneurs like Mauricio Pies Chacon thought it would be a lucrative business to get into. But red tape, political opposition, and no clear path for international trade has meant he hasn't sold a single bud. He's had to let go most of his workers, but a new bill in Congress might finally open a legal market for his product.
We were allowed to produce, we're allowed to grow, we're allowed to do everything, but then we don't have anybody to sell it to. The internal market, the adult use, is gonna save a lot of companies like ours. It's time we say, hey, let's not leave this up to the cartels. Let's do it with the country. We've put too many deaths on the road for this. We've been on the front line putting all the dead people. It's time we can regulate it.
The arrival of Gustavo Petro, Colombia's first leftist president, has opened the door to the legalization of marijuana for recreational use.
Para ustedes.
Petro has been vocal about ending what he calls the failed war against drugs, especially in countries like Colombia, a war that has killed more than 1 million people in Latin America without denting the power of drug trafficking mafias. Sponsors of the bill say regulating the marijuana market will improve the life of many rural Colombians who have long cultivated the plant for lack of legal profitable alternatives.
Our people are the ones dying. We are the ones being stigmatized. We are the ones who saw how the mafia money eroded our society and institutions. We need a new way to fight this battle against drugs with regulations and public health.
The wide-ranging law aims to change a constitutional article that prohibits the possession and use of narcotics. It would allow people to cultivate up to 20 plants for personal use, while licenses would be issued to producers and dispensaries. The tax revenues would be reinvested in areas affected by drug trafficking and to publicize health risks.
Yet despite a progressive majority in Congress, the fate of the bill remains uncertain in a country that continues to see marijuana as a gateway drug totally frowned upon.
Colombia has long been the world's largest cocaine producer, and while regulating marijuana will not end its drug-related violence, a growing number of people and politicians here believe it's time to try a different approach. Alessandro Rampietti, Jazeera, Bogota.